Hi Capricorns, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have a tarot reading, Capricorn. Yes, we do, and it is very good. It is. And I have the cards laid out, Capricorn, because the lighting was kind of off and I did not want to repeat the whole reading. Usually I'm very spontaneous, right? And, there's no cards. And I just kind of put them out. But today we are doing it this way, all right? But such an awesome reading. We start with the aim of life. We have the Knight of the Soul, being, B-E-I-N-G, just being yourself. He's looking in the mirror, this man. We have Epiphany and the High Priestess. So, right? So these are, the aim of life is what somebody wants. They realized what they want, but they realized it in some kind of a hard, challenging way. The Knight of the Soul. Right? It's not the night of, you get new soles on your shoes, if anybody still does that. There's no leather anymore, hardly. But, the night of the soul, it is a suffering with an awakening. I should say an awakening with a suffering, yeah. Because, the real important part is the awakening. But there's some darn suffering done here, major. And this man is... he's drowning him, but he went to him, the man who's drowning, sort of, he went to him and said, to the Sufi, I think that's how you pronounce it. He said, who was a master, like a sage. And so, wisdom and things like that. And he says, how come you're happy and I'm not? What can I do to become happy? So he started to drown him. So the point about it is that he had a wake-up call, this man, that like, you know what? It's the way I think that has kept me kind of in the dark about my own life. Because he wakes up, he comes up, he finally lets him up from trying to drown him. And he goes, why did you try to drown me? And he said, I wanted you to wake up and understand that it is your attitude here that is creating your reality. So there's a definite awakening here that is somebody who was not privy, I guess, privy to their own insight. No, they didn't, they're just going through life kind of, or confused or just not understanding what they really wanted. So they know now, right? We have the being card and he's looking in the mirror at himself. I can't tell if he's shaving or what he's doing, but the whole point about it is that, he is seeing himself here. And it's a 5. So somebody was seeing themselves in it, or their life in a challenging way, not after during and kind of briefly after the awakening, but they woke up and now they know what they want. The aim of life, the Epiphany is here, and the High Priestess. And what is that? More awakening, right? More intuition, more, the High Priestess is imagining I don't mean imagining where you're imagining you're having a hallucination. No, I mean visions. Yeah, like that. Powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides information, valuable information. Be at peace. So, somebody finds this information about what they want in their life, and the Epiphany is here too. This is joy through spiritual growth and be a light to others. Answers that also come through meditation. So, this is like joy through spiritual growth. Yeah, after suffering. So in the reading, we have the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords. That can be suffering here. It definitely can. So we start here, Capricorn, with the Lovers. So, it could be a Gemini, but this is really about a choice, and so is the mindset. But the mindset is a Two of Wands, and that is a choice. But it comes at the cost of, or at the after kind of a crossroads where somebody goes, I have to choose between the future and the past. Am I going to stay with this or am I going to go toward my future? And we have the aim of life, and that's all about the future, isn't it? So somebody chooses something and they let something else go, or they just don't want it, or it's just, it's not really clear exactly what that is, but it's like somebody has awakened and what they wanted before is, they've just changed so much, right? The Death card is here too. So let's move this down. And if you guys want to get a psychic reading with me or a tarot reading, they are highly discounted. If you've ever wanted a reading with me, now's the time. And my psychic readings, I always check with my clients to, to get feedback for accuracy. And so my work is accurate. Yes, it is. And yeah, they're lots of fun too, the psychic readings. And so if you are questioning somebody, you want to know about somebody, good, or somebody that you don't understand, or maybe you just met them and you want to know where they're kind of going, where it's going with you, then I would definitely, recommend one of those. And also, yeah, if you have questions about your own path forward, I can also help with that. I'm also a chicken soup for the soul, or Canfield life coach. All right. So yeah. And so check out the description box below, your own insight as well, right? Career, whatever it is, right? And yeah, check that out. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and you can get a tarot reading as well. And click on the calendar and go look at pricing and, my offerings. So in the reading, Capricorn, the Fool is the second card here. The second card is the challenge or the crossing energy. It's also, crossing energy, what's influencing the situation. And why it's all happening is the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is a burden that is over. Yeah, it's somebody, he's holding all these wands, but he's letting them go. So there's something that ends and there's something that begins here, or somebody is darn hopeful that it will begin. And yeah, and so, interesting, we're going to have the Gemini full moon and we have the Lovers here. Yeah. So the full moon can be a time of insights. It can be a time of endings. And that's really what this reading is about. So we already saw the Epiphany and, Night of the Soul and the High Priestess. These are all about spiritual insight or awakenings, right? And so the Fool sitting in the challenge, this is somebody is taking a leap of faith after some type of suffering, but really understanding their awakening in this reading. Yeah. And so there's a big change here. We have the Death card, Ten of Swords, another ending here. And the Fool is showing up with the Eight of Cups. So there could be, there's an ending here. And it could be something that somebody looks at their life and they go, this is not my aim of life anymore. I don't want this. It's not fulfilling me. After a very difficult awakening. Yeah, very difficult here, right? Yeah, and so I've gone through the Night of the Soul. It's not fun. It's definitely not. And you can feel it physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all of the above. But it takes you to a new place, a place of more wisdom about who you are and what your life path really, where you want to go with your life and things like that. All right, we have the Queen of Cups here, and there she is, and she's a nice lady. She is with the Queen of Wands, and Capricorn, you're an earth sign, so this could be two other people. There could have been third party here, where somebody says third party in terms of I don't want this anymore, I want this over here, which is you, Capricorn, right? Yeah, and the Gemini full moon can bring these revelations, right? Gemini is about your intelligence, information processing, decisions, plans, and goals. But it can be clarity because it is the planet of the mind, Mercury. Yeah, and so yes, and there can be clarity after a full moon, big time. That's what the full moon can bring, these revelations, right? And we can call them secrets. Sometimes they are secrets that come out, but often they are revelations about ourselves, insights, right? Yeah. Five of Swords is showing up with it. And, this Five of Swords is kind of like this card of being. This is a challenging card where somebody is in a different state of being. They're just in a different state. Now, this Five of Swords here is another challenging aspect here. It's a challenging card where he has defeated these two other people, which can sometimes, imply a third party when we have three people there. But it is definitely about a victory and a defeat. It is. It can be about chaos and conflict and, that Night of the Soul can definitely bring chaos and inner conflict, right? But this can be, with some other people, like, people are involved, and all the fives are typically challenging. And they all have, usually 3 people on them. Yeah, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands has a whole bunch of people, 5 people. And then the 5 of Cups, well, the 5 of Cups is, there's only one person usually, but he's usually grieving some type of an ending. Sometimes a defeat, or he is regretting something he's done, or he has to do, right? And so the 2 of Wands is that crossroads I was talking about. The Death card is here next to the 10 of Swords. Something ends here, and and there's a transformation. With the 6 of Pentacles, 3 people here as well. Could definitely be a third party, but it doesn't have to be. And even if there is a third party, it could, like I said, it could be that one thing is ending and another thing is starting, and that could be about 3 different people between the end and the new beginning, right? New beginning. And so 6 of Pentacles is here. This could be, and this person wants to take a leap of faith on you, Capricorn, or you them, and this is about establishing harmony and balance here. Or sometimes, if you already know them, it could be where they are balancing the scales with you. And 2 of Pentacles showing up here. And we have the Star showing up reversed. Wow. And this is somebody who's kind of going back and forth here about, is there any hope? Yeah. Yeah. And, is there any hope here? It can be that something ends or something will not heal itself here, because the 10 of Swords can be over here, can be the ending, something that is needed. 10 of Wands is definitely something that is needing to end right here. It served its purpose. It's now just heavy and burdening. There's no joy involved. And yeah, Ace of Cups is the hopes and desires. And now we have the Knight of Cups, Capricorn. And let's get a card with it, showing up with the 4 of Wands. And somebody is possible, this person may want to marry you here. Because we have the aim of life, and that's a big card, right? It's huge, the aim of life. And so, but we have it with the Knight of Cups next to the Ace of Cups. Yeah, they may really want to marry you here. And the Ace of Cups is in the hopes and fears. I think I said that, yeah. But yeah, so very nice reading, Capricorn. And your birthday's coming pretty soon. And yeah, but today is the first day in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is really in your 12th house of endings. So, it can be other things, the 12th house, but something could be ending for you. Definitely it could be. So, it could be. But the 10 of Swords here and the Death card definitely can, right? And maybe it's not you, though. Maybe it's this other person, right? So we're going to end this reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. Want to get your reading? Now's the time. Check out the description box. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, right? And so please like, share, and subscribe. It's really helping me with the YouTube algorithm to help these coming. And also hit the little bell for my notifications. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining me here.